Could it be? Could
Could
it be?
it be?
Yeah, but it is 135 for 8 that Pakistan have ended with. And Bangladesh essentially need 136 to dump Pakistan out of the Asia Cup in the race to the final. So it was a spirited performance from Bangladesh. And looking at it, Taskin Ahmed with 3, Mehdi Hassan with 2,
Rishad.
Mustafiz also bowled well, Rishad also bowled well. But how much will 3 dropped catches, a missed run out, will hurt Bangladesh? That we'll have to see. So 136. First immediate question: are they getting it?
I mean, they can get it. It's not a tough total, even though batting conditions aren't great. But the advantage with knowing how many runs you have to get with chasing is that you can pace your innings, right? You can just say that, okay, I'm going to, attack in the power plays and then kind of consolidate. And then in the middle overs, when it does get much tougher to bat, you can say that, okay, we'll try and maybe deal in the ones and twos, because again, 133 is not a lot. It's a run rate of a little over 6, so it's not an awful lot. But I mean, are these tricky conditions? They have looked tricky. The Bangladesh bowlers have made merry. Of course, their fielding didn't help them, but I do also want to put just a little bit of that down to the whole ring of fire thing, the ball getting lost. They can do it, but Bangladesh also have a history of ending up choking big time, and that is what scares me. That is what scares me.
I mean, if you look at it, they would have had the ideal start. I mean, Bangladesh restricted Pakistan to, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, less than 6 runs in over in the power play.
Yeah, they had lost
And
half their side for under 50 runs.
yeah, I mean, they were 54 for 5, then they were 73 for 6 in the 14th over, and they have managed in the last 6 overs to get to 62 runs. Either I would say it is an indication that perhaps the pitch is getting easier, or it was some very poor bowling from Bangladesh and very poor batting from fielding from Bangladesh. But look at it, Saim Ayub, 4 ducks in 6 games. He has 0, 0, 0, 2, 21, 0.
Talk about having your ducks in a row, huh?
I mean, having your ducks in a row, he's completed the whole sequence: golden, silver, bronze.
Yeah, so it
Today he
was
got
a
out for a
bronze
three
duck.
ball
Yeah,
duck.
yeah, yeah, it was a bronze duck. Correct.
Previous to that, 2 ducks that he had were golden ducks. Then you had a silver duck that was there. So Saim Ayub at this point in time, I mean, people are absolutely making fun of his name, and it is going to be like that. But yeah, for first 1 to 6 overs, it was 6 overs for 27. Then 14 overs, 73. So exponentially, when you look at it, 46 runs in the next 8, 62 in the last 6.
Yeah, I think it required a little bit of an intervention from the likes of Mohammad Nawaz, and later on, I think Fahim Ashraf also played a few lusty blows. So
Nawaz and Mohammad Haris.
Haris, yes, Haris was the one I was looking for. It required them some intervention to kind of take this total to a little bit of respectability, but I think that's pretty much it. I mean, if you have to be honest, even on a tricky pitch, I'd say they needed about 150, so they are under par. Pakistan will need their bowlers to actually conjure up some magic if they are to, register some sort of an upset, or they'll need Bangladesh to do what they usually do and end up choking in the big matches.
Yeah, I mean, see, that is where this kind of a wicket, when you look at it, it's kind of stopping. The cutters, and when you bowl it on those hard runs, it's a very sluggish wicket. And that's why I think even this total of 136 that Bangladesh will have to chase, it's not going to be easy at all. And Shaheen, Haris, and Fahim in particular, this particular wicket, it's more suited to Fahim Ashraf, his
Yes,
cutters.
the cutters.
That is what is going to make Bangladesh's task even tougher. And Saif Hassan, remember, he was the key in the previous game where he showed a bit of form. He tackled India's spinners well. But I would say the more danger when you look at it is the lack of initiative in the Bangladesh batting, because they don't have a batting order as per se. The guys who got rested incidentally came back for this game. But beyond Jakir Ali and beyond all of them,
And see, Jakar, you have to remember, this is an injury replacement.
indeed, indeed. So that's why it's looking very, very awkward at this point in time. And many people are saying, oh, they should have gotten Bangladesh, should have gotten Pakistan out for 90 odd runs, they should have gotten out for 100 runs. But no, I mean, see, Pakistan, they had, that's why they got in the Nawaz at 8. Mohammad Nawaz batting at 8, they gave Shaheen a promotion. Shaheen could have been out twice, but then Nurul and Mahedi dropped him at this point in time. So that is the huge issue that we are looking at. So 136. I think it's going to be Pakistan.
Yeah, I think Pakistan have a very slight edge, not because I think if this were the half competent side, then I think Bangladesh should be the clear favorites. But Bangladesh have a history of losing it in tough match situations, and I think that history does go against them. That being said, in the year of first, we keep talking about the year of firsts. Could it be that we see Bangladesh actually win a crunch match like this?
I mean, blame their losses to India because see, Bangladesh beating Sri Lanka was the prime reason. I mean, let me just tell you one major thing. It was the major point when you look at it, it was Bangladesh's victory over Sri Lanka that threw the whole Super Fours open.
Correct.
If Sri Lanka had won that game,
Then you could have been in a situation where yes, tomorrow's match
would have had,
not be a dead rubber.
exactly. So yeah, fielding yet again. I mean, 4 catches, if I'm not mistaken, Bangladesh have dropped twice of Shaheen and one of Nawaz.
Yeah.
I think that one of Nawaz proved to be rather more costly, 20, 30 runs additional in that sense. So
Exactly.
Bangladesh, this is the best opportunity. Let's make no mistake about it.
No
But
two ways about it.
it'll be very hard.
Yeah, they'll need to play, and I dare say they'll need to do something that they haven't done in a while. Play sensibly.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to be doing too much. You don't need to make things too complicated. Just stick to the basics, and there aren't that many runs to make. Can they do that? Is the real question.
Sarat Chandra, you were right. Yes, Bangladesh did beat Pakistan, but Pakistan had won the series already by that point in time. And I think that bilateral series that was held, yes, they were. But Pakistan, remember, have been in the UAE for close to 1 month now. They played the tri-series also, Pakistan, Afghanistan, UAE. They have not been at their best against India, but then all the other teams, they have been, you may say, scratchy, but they have been effective. I mean,
Correct.
Sri Lanka game also, they had a good thing at this point. So
See, Vikas Jaiswal says that it's chaseable and they have to believe in themselves because that's the key. Self belief has often been something that's lacking in Bangladesh and Bangladesh cricket. You know, they've had decent players, but when it comes down to it, the key moments, the crunch moments, they have had a history of choking as well.
although in 2016 they did make it to the final against
Yeah.
India. They made it to the final where they played India. But as I said, Pakistan not going to go down without a fight. So that is why it is in that sense. Anit Sandhu is like, did Sky make a mistake by taking name of Operation Sindoor in Indian Army in PC? Operation Sindoor was a battle between two countries' armies. Sky could have dedicated to Pahalgam victims.
I mean, see, that's the thing. I think that's what we had also been saying on our shows that, once he brought in the army, then there was always a chance of it being construed as a political thing.
Yeah.
If he had dedicated to just the victims, I don't think there's any way that you could have looked at it. Anyway, let's leave aside the India-Pakistan
Yeah,
thing.
let's
I
do
do
this.
agree with what Friggin' Awesome is saying, where he says that Bangladesh can't be asking for a better opportunity to qualify for the final. Playing a normal game is enough to chase this total. No need to try anything silly.
And also, I think Pakistan's spin bowling, you only have Abrar, but Abrar was fantastic in the game against Sri Lanka. He got 1 for 8. And you had Nawaz also, not bowl and over, but he could be the key on this wicket.
Yeah, on this sort of a wicket, I think they'd be remiss to not bowl Nawaz, at least for a couple of overs.
But they have another weapon in Hussein Talat because Hussein Talat got 2 wickets against Sri Lanka.
Yeah, right.
And that is the way. when
I
you
think
look
we'll
at
be starting off with the match soon enough. We're just a few minutes away from the start of the
Yeah,
match.
another 2-3 minutes more. And Bangladesh, Pakistan are very mediocre at this point. I mean, that's the point. See, India are so far ahead, the likes of Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan.
They just don't look good.
They are not good enough. And see, the problem is the gap is so huge that this match itself gives you a thriller vibe. Whereas it's actually two very mediocre teams playing against
In fact,
each
as Pavan Hola says, that I see the game going to the last over. Pavan, wouldn't
Ditto.
surprise me if that is true at all. Would
I
not
also
surprise
second
me.
that. I also second that. See, it needs Saif Hassan, it needs Tawhid Hridoy.
Tawhid in particular.
Yeah, and that is why I will say that Bangladesh need these two to fire. Otherwise, Shaheen, he just needs a couple of overs. If he gets the swing going, he's not had swing in Dubai, by the way. He's had swing in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, but it's also worth saying if the dew factor kicks in. Remember, there was no dew in yesterday's game, which is why the pitch also stayed tough to bat on.
Yeah.
If there is a little bit of dew, though, then you could potentially be seeing it ease out a bit for the batters.
Although it is far more humid than what it was on that day when India played Bangladesh. So that is why, I don't know, game over for Pakistan, 70-30 for Bangladesh. No, Sachin Kashyap, I don't think so.
I think it's 50-50. Really can go any which way. I know Siddharth and I have both called it for Pakistan, but looking at it purely from a match point perspective, it's very 50-50.
Yeah, so before we end the stream, what do you think? India-Pakistan final or India-Bangladesh final?
I think India-Pakistan final. Still, it'll be a close game, but I think India-Pakistan final.
Ooh, tough one. I think I will go with 50.1% it's Pakistan and 49.9% Bangladesh. That's how close it
That's
is.
very close.
Because I don't have belief in Bangladesh's batting.
Correct.
And this is the total that is right up the alley.
Correct.
So Priyanshu, again, see, it's split down. The Pawan Hola saying India Bangladesh,
Priyanshu saying India
Pakistan
Pak,
final.
yeah.
We will find that out by 12 o'clock.
Yeah, because shout out to great over it. They
Yeah.
continue rumbling on.
They continue. So yes, I will say it is. We'll see who will join India in the final. Most likely, it's going to be India versus Pakistan,
But-
according to us. But if it's India Bangladesh, even
Happy
then
days.
we are happy.
Happy days indeed.
Happy days indeed. Okay. So see you folks for the match end, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today.
Bye bye.